Good morning. Welcome to the first episode of Tales from the Wicker Couch. My name is Kathy, and this is my corner of the world. My YouTube channel is called Kathy's Corner. I have several different things on my YouTube channel. There's some gardening tips and tricks and failures, and there's some sewing things and cross-stitch things, but this is a whole nother section of my YouTube. Tales from the Wicker Couch. So I hope you enjoy this first episode. I am living in Central Florida, and this is September 1st, 2023. We had a hurricane a couple days ago. It is 8-ish in the morning, and I'm already sweating. But that's the way it is in Florida. So I have my little notes here, and I'm just going to get started. On this channel, we're going to talk about all kinds of things because I've just recently retired. I have little to do, and so I just want to share my life and my experiences with you. If you're interested, please like and subscribe, share with a friend. I would imagine, I don't know who wants to watch this, but I hope somebody's out there who just gets a kick out of watching somebody else experience life and sweating and being really hot in Central Florida. Let me first tell you the story about the Wicker Couch. This couch was found on the side of the road down the street from me. So if it's yours, I took it off the street. I saw it and I said, oh, I really want that couch. Now, it didn't have these cushions or anything like that. I ordered those, but it was free, and it was on the side of the road. There have been other things that we have found on the side of the road. One in particular, my daughter saw a washing machine that people had, either remodeled their house or whatever. They put a dishwasher on the side of the road. And we are those people that will take those things if you don't want them, because my husband can fix just about anything. And he finagled a way to put it up in our kitchen, and now we have the best dishwasher we've ever had in our life. So, things just happen like that. First, let's talk about books. Please be sure and list below any of your favorite books. I really love reading mysteries and Christian books, either fiction or nonfiction. I'm interested in Jesus. I'm a Christian, so I'm interested in those kind of books as well. So just list below some of your favorites. I will tell you, I just finished reading The Giver of the Stars, and I'll put that in the notes below. The writer, it's an odd name, and I just gave the book to someone else to read 2 days ago. So I cannot remember the author. I'll look it up in a second, but my phone's right there. But a book I'm fixing to read, as they say in the South, is this book right here. It's called Soundtracks by John Acuff. It is I'm reading this from the back, a simple, powerful, and generous book, one that you'll remember every day for the rest of your life. This is a man that we met either at a racetrack. I don't know. I don't think we met him. I think we met him in Mount Dora. It's a little town next to us. And we didn't know who he was from Adam, but we had a great conversation with him. And my husband, whose name is Tom Ratliff, left his work card. And then John sent us a book he'd written. I think he's written other books too. So just out of the blue, one day we got this book. So I'm going to read that probably today and tomorrow. Oh, an ant's biting me. Today and tomorrow, and I'll let you know about this. Another one of my favorite books is Hind's Feet on High Places by Hannah Hennard. I'm pretty sure that's the name. I also just gave that to someone to read. It's an allegory about the protagonist is much afraid. That's her name. And it's about her journeys and how she really ends up shedding her fears because of her love for Christ. So it's a great book. All right, let's see. Next, let's talk about movies. List below what your favorite movie is of all time. And I have several, and I'm sure you do too. I'm old school. I like movies made in the 40s. Some of them are extremely racist. Like I went rewatched some movies that I watched years ago, and I was really disappointed because some of them are legit racist, and then some of them are like just not appropriate. But at the time, I didn't even know what they were talking about. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. But one of my favorite movies is You Can't Take It With You. It's a great movie. I believe James Stewart is in it, and all the old actors, all the famous ones from the 40s are in it. It's a great movie about really, it's almost a Scrooge story about, you know, the man who has everything and then realizes he has nothing. Another favorite movie is Ben-Hur. Oh, what a movie. Charlton Heston. Those are some of my favorites. My favorite current movies, I have to say Top Gun. Those Top Gun movies. I really like a good action movie that doesn't have too much blood and guts. I don't like blood and guts. I don't like horror movies. Never will see one. Never want to see one. I don't read Stephen King, you know. But I do read murder mysteries that they aren't gory and they have a little bit of humor in them, if that's at all possible. Clark. What is her first name? I'll think of it in a minute. But I read a lot of books by a lady whose last name is Clark, and I'm embarrassed that I can't even remember her first name. But I'll list her name below as well. Let's talk about thrift stores. I love thrift stores. You gotta love them, right? So my latest thrift store find was these earrings. Can you see that? I don't know how to put my hand behind it. Isn't that great? I got that at a thrift store in Mount Dora. I think it's the Methodist Church's thrift store. It's a great place. We find a lot of things at thrift stores, and you'd be surprised at what you can find. Not only on the side of the road, but at thrift stores. That could be a whole another episode. Things I found on the side of the road. So I found these thrift store shopping, and then at the same time I got these, I got a necklace, and I looked at it, and it was almost black. And when you see a metal necklace that's black, more than likely it's silver and it's just tarnished. And if I only spent $2 on it, it doesn't matter. I brought it home totally silver, totally a silver necklace. I'll show that to you next time. Part of our episodes here are, hey Tebow, Tebow's moving. You want to get up here, honey? Come here, Tebow, come here. You want to get up here? Come here. Come here, baby. This is my dog, Tebow. You're just a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, he's out of the picture. Come over here. Can you lay down? Oh, yes, I know. He's just barely out of the picture. Here, let's put him in the picture. There we go. You're in the picture. Give me a kiss. Yeah. He's a good boy. That's Tebow. He's a rescue dog. Ancha. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Tom. Later on in this episode, when he gets home, he's at the doctor's right now. I'll take you out and take you to another segment of what's Tom working on? Because you have no idea. If you have a husband who likes to work on things and collects things to work on, that would be my husband. We have 2 halves of the yard. I have this half. He has that half. We have just about 5 acres here, and he gets that half. And then we have much of our yard is, what do you call it? Is a field. You know, we had a horse once, and there's like a horse pasture down there. And we just kind of let it grow, and we mow the grass, but it's kind of wild looking. But anyway, that side of the yard is Tom's. This side of the yard is mine. And the two meet on my side, okay? My husband and I have been married for 40 years this December. So we do have some kind of spiritual mix that works. We are both people of faith, and that guides us more than anything else. Unconditional love, because I got my problems. Trust me, I got my problems. And I'm sure he does too, but I'm not going to tell you that he has problems because he'll watch this and that would not be nice. I'll let him share his problems with you, okay? So I am going to take you at the end of this clip to see what he's working on, and then show you a couple more things, and then I'll be back for the end. Do I have anything else to say? Oh, I have to tell you about our recent trip, because I thought I'd tell you about our trips. We're not made of money. I'm a retired teacher, okay? You're welcome. I'm a retired teacher, just retired in May. And I wish I could tell you okay, here's a positive thing about teaching. Many of the people I work with, not all, are wonderful people. That's all I'm going to say. The system is broken. I hope someone can fix it. But there's some great teachers out there who are struggling. It is tough to be a teacher right now. It's really tough. So if you're of the age where you still have kids and they're in school, you know, give something to the teachers every once in a while. Write them a note, write them an email, just thanking them for what they do. Don't look for the bad all the time. Look for the good, because it's a struggle to be a teacher. And people who tell you it isn't, I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know them. Trips. My daughter, her name is Hannah. She's grown. I guess I need to tell you about the kids. Let me tell you about the trip first. We went to Anna Maria Island. My husband grew up on Anna Maria Island, and we went there for like 3 days. We had an Airbnb, and the family shared this Airbnb, and we just had a great time. We laid around, we didn't do a lot, we ate a lot, we just had a great time. Toured the island. Unfortunately, we just had a hurricane a couple of days ago, Idalia, and Anna Maria flooded. It looked like it didn't flood badly, but it did flood. One of the restaurants Tom and I ate at flooded. I think they're kind of used to that, and they get over it quickly because it wasn't a bad flood. So let me tell you about my family. I have 3 grown children, 2 boys and a girl. Benjamin is my oldest son. He and his wife, Jess, live in Denver, Colorado, and they have 2 of my grandchildren, Collins and Buddy. Buddy was named after my dad. My dad passed away many years ago, and his nickname was Buddy. So they named him my dad's real name, but we always call him Buddy, so that's really precious. Buddy and Collins. Collins is a girl, and they live in Denver, and Buddy started his first year of kindergarten this year, so I'm excited for him. Collins is just turned a year old yesterday. I have a son named Levi. All my kids are in their 30s. Levi and Carissa are training right now for a job, and they will end up in Orlando or the Orlando Kissimmee area soon after this training. Carissa and Levi don't have any kids yet. I'm sure they will one day. But we love them, and their life is kind of in transition right now, training, and it's a good place to be. They're happy, and they happen to be training. Levi is training, not Carissa, but she's with him, is training in California, and they're going to be in San Diego in a few days. So I know they'll love that. I went to San Diego State University for this long. Yeah, it was a shocker. That's a whole nother story for another day. Trying to see where the sun is. It's got like, look, I got like this little thing right there. And then I also have a daughter named Hannah, and she is married to Joey, and they live in Sanford, Florida, and they have my 3rd grandchild, whose name is Lily. Lily will be 4 this month, and she's just a ball of energy. So those are my kids. 2 live near, 1 lives far, but that's okay. We can fly there and go visit. So I am dripping of sweat right now, and I'm gonna wait and film the last part of this video after my husband gets home. So I'll be right back. Bye. This is my husband, Tom. This is his latest project. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
So, what you doing today?
Well, I filled the morning up with doctor's appointments and grocery store shopping and thrift store shopping, one of my favorite things. I'm doing my Christmas shopping. And now I'm working on the boat, doing a few more things. We bought this boat, 2 months ago. It was in bad shape. This is a boat like I used to use back in the 90s. It's a 20-foot Proline center console with a very flat back and a sharp front entry, which is a great boat for shallow water fishing. It's got an old Black Max Mercury 2-stroke on it, which I'm very familiar with, and they were pretty bulletproof if you just took care of them, and would last you a lifetime. And I rewired, replumbed, put this on this boat, the canopy top, put the center console in it, changed all the pumps, put all new switches in it, steering, just about everything.
And what are you going to do today?
Today I am going to caulk and attach this deck plate right here. And I've got a fire extinguisher box up here that I want to attach. And that's about all I'm going to do on this today.
Okay.
We're getting ready to go out in it tomorrow, go up to Silver Glen. And
And where is Silver Glen located, Tom?
Silver Glen is a state park in the middle of the state in the Ocala National Forest on just off of Lake George, which is one of the largest lakes in Florida. And it's part of the St. Johns River that runs all the way up to Jacksonville and out in the Gulf. It's a very popular place.
And what's the unique thing about the St. Johns River, Tom?
It's just crystal clear, cold water.
No, what's unique about the St. Johns River?
It runs backwards.
It
it's
does.
One of the few rivers that run south to north.
Yeah. Only in Florida, people.
It's because it's spring-fed. It's a spring-fed lake, so the pressure coming from the aquifer forces everything up.
Hello. Did you fix that problem the other day that we were having about the water coming up in it, or is that just going to be...
Yeah, I fixed that. I put these scuppers on there.
What's a scupper? Is it over there where you are?
No, there's one right
there.
there.
There's one right there with the ping pong ball in it.
It's just supposed to keep water from running, to make water run one way. So if water gets in the boat, it'll run out of the boat through the scuppers. But it shouldn't run backwards in the boat through the scuppers. And the old ones I had on there, that's when it was happening.
Oh, they were just old?
They were just old.
Okay.
Yeah, old school. Probably been on the boat since it was new.
Okay.
So this boat's 11 plus 23, 34 years old.
I'll show you the boat, people. Here's the boat. I covered that right there. I did that myself. We got a lot of new stuff. Tom bought this and attached it. And attached that. We bought that from a guy off of his boat. And then this is excuse me. This came with the boat. So there you go.
You all right over there, dear?
That's our little work in progress right there. So that's what Tom is up to. Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed our first video, our first episode of Tales from the Wicker Couch. Since I recorded earlier, it's rained quite a bit, so the little wicker couch is all covered up. And I'm editing parts of the film, and Tom looks like he's whooped from working. Are you whooped from working, dear? Say bye to the people.
Yeah. Bye, people. Peace out. Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend. Have a great day, a great week, and a great life. Bye-bye.